Hi learners, welcome to the 20th module of school counseling. In this first video, we are going to discuss about the process of school counseling in general and consultation in school counseling in particular. The process of school counseling can be defined as the ways and means of guiding the students by which they are enabled to reach their fullest potentials in all domains of lifespan development. School counselors are otherwise called as guidance counselors. Their primary aim is to facilitate the students to go up in the academic ladder. The school counselors are also responsible for facilitating and achieving career development. At the end of this video, the learners will be enabled to appraise the concept and significance of school counseling to get insight into the process of consultation in school counseling. In current scenario, in the age of social media and changing socio-cultural background, the role of the school counselor is gaining much more importance in the life of school students. The jobs that the school counselors undertake have become multifaceted and they vary from school to school depending on the requirements of the students, the school setup and the administrative policies and teachers' ability and mentality, and last but not the least, the parental expectations. At times, the school counselors might be needed to cater to the norms of the community also. After gaining considerable knowledge about the school counselor, one must get to know about the process of consultation. Consultation can be defined as the collaboration between the professional school counselors and the other stakeholders of the school education, such as parents, students, teachers, administrators, and other helping professionals, both within and outside the school setting. The overall goal of consultation process is to empower those people who are involved in helping the students in the areas of personal, social, academic and vocational development. The consultation process enables the parents, teachers and other school authorities to contribute to the welfare of the student community. Consultation can also be termed as services indirectly offered by the school counselor in order to empower the stakeholders within the school system to provide enhanced services to the students. In a nutshell, consultation in school counseling is the process of advocating students either directly by guiding the students themselves or indirectly by rendering strategies and guidance for other professionals in the school to advocate the students, to help the students and to families to overcome the problems faced. Consultation process can be done in different styles. We are going to discuss about the two main styles of consultation, namely collaborative process model and an expertise driven model. Out of these two models, the collaborative model is more appropriate today and also very popular. The main difference between the two models is that the collaborative model, the consultant will work as a team with others in the school, and in the expertise driven model, the school counselor will act as a sole expert who takes up the entire responsibility of solving the issues. In collaborative model, the school counselor will be a co-expert or a partner, but whereas in the expertise-driven model, the consultant is the sole expert on the topic. In collaborative consultation, the school counselor focuses on rapport building, identifying the issues, solving the problems, and capacity building on the part of the student or other stakeholders or the complete school system itself for the betterment of the student. A school counselor using the collaborative consultation process should work in coordination with the principal or teachers or the school administrator or the parents in identifying the contributing factors for a particular problem and generating possible solutions to the problem. The final solution to be implemented will be determined by the stakeholders involved in the process. The school counselor will work in isolation and deals with issues single-handedly in the expertise-driven process. The school counselor will undertake the entire process by him or herself. He or she determines and provides the best solution to the stakeholders. Practitioners are influenced in the choice of consultation framework based on the theoretical patterns governing their viewpoint. Therefore, it is necessary for school counselors to investigate which frameworks support their effective practice. There are many frameworks available, out of which the following three frameworks are prominent and more effective in consultation process. They are mental health consultation, behavioral eclectic consultation, and systemic organizational consultation. The mental health consultation framework is focused on enhancing the abilities of the individual practitioners to work with a student or an issue or an organizational context. The behavioral eclectic consultation model is focused on changing clearly expressed problem behaviors and issues engaged in by the student or the students. The process that leads to behavior change in students may or may not enhance the capacity of the individual consultee. The systemic organizational consultation is focused on changing the culture of an organization or workplace, that is the system, in order to improve the attainment of the organization's goal. Individual may change as a result of the improvement in organizational functioning. Although the focus and philosophy of each consultation model differ, some common processes exist among the consultation models. These processes are entry or joining, that is a rapport building phase where the consultants establish a collaborative environment. Second one is problem identification, where the consultant facilitates definition and assessment of the goal or problem by the consultee. Third one is intervention planning, where the consultant facilitates identification of strategies to influence or resolve a problem. Fourth one is implementation of intervention and regrouping, where the strategies are tested and the consultant and the consultee reflect on the process. And the last one is the evaluation, termination and follow-up, where the outcome of the consultation is assessed and future assessment contacts are negotiated. In the process, a school counselor must initially build a rapport with the other people involved through clarification and orientation to educate parents, teachers, administrators and other stakeholders in the process of consultation, and also need to explain how best they can engage with the school counselor in that process. The components of the remaining phases are influenced by the model or the perspective that the counselor adopts relative to the identified problem or the need that the consultation is supposed to address. There are many benefits that emerge from the school counselor engaging in appropriate consultation. A main benefit is improving the functional communication between the disparate members of a school system. The ripple effect suggests that changes in one system member's behavior will affect the system in group, family, school and community contexts. School counselors utilize consultation as a beneficial indirect service in a school system. In addition, effective consultation may provide school counselors the opportunity to demonstrate their specialized expertise, thus stabilizing their position within the school system. Thank you.